Gene Hackman lived with his dead wife's body for a full week before succumbing to complications from heart problems and advanced Alzheimer's disease, officials said Friday, as they revealed heartbreaking details of the legendary actor's death. His longtime love, Betsy Arakawa, died of Hantavirus, a rare flu-like disease linked to rats, likely on February 11, the New Mexico officials said. The French Connection star, meanwhile, is believed to have died 7 days later. The tragic timeline ends the mystery that has surrounded the death of one of America's most beloved actors, who was found with his wife on February 26 inside their Santa Fe mansion. Arakawa, 65, last left the sprawling estate on February 11, which was also the last time she sent out any communications, according to Santa Fe County Sheriff Adan Mendoza. She likely died of the virus that day, New Mexico Chief Medical Examiner Heather Jarrell said at a highly anticipated news conference Friday afternoon. Arakawa, meanwhile, probably picked up hantavirus, which can only pass from animals to humans, after she was exposed to rodent excrement, Jarrell said. The wife would have begun feeling sick 3 to 6 days before then, succumbing pretty quickly to the virus, the ME said. Jarrell said there were signs of rodent entry around the property, but they assessed the risk of exposure in the primary residence as low, similar to other well-maintained houses in New Mexico. The CDC was notified of Arakawa's case, though there was no sign that there was any abnormal uptick in hantavirus cases, New Mexico State Public Health veterinarian Aaron Phipps said. Hantavirus, which can begin anywhere from a week to 8 weeks after exposure, leads to flu-like symptoms like fever and nausea and quickly escalates to trouble breathing. Only 865 cases of the disease have been reported in the U.S. between 1993 and 2022, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The bodies of Hackman, 95, and Arakawa, 65, were discovered by maintenance and security workers at their Santa Fe mansion on February 26. There were no external or internal signs of trauma on their bodies, Jarrell said her office found after performing autopsies on their remains on February 27. There were also no signs of foul play initially, but their deaths were still deemed suspicious, prompting a further probe, authorities said in the days after their deaths. Phipps said that dogs do not get sick from hantavirus. The couple's bodies had begun decomposing and partially mummifying due to the dry air and high altitude of the area, located at the southern point of the Rocky Mountains. Mendoza said it didn't appear as though the couple had a caretaker helping out in the home. The Hoosiers star's pacemaker registered activity on February 17, 9 days before the pair was found. A further look at his pacemaker data showed abnormal rhythm of atrial fibrillation a day later, which was the last record of heart activity, Jarrell said. Mendoza laid out the timeline officials were able to piece together of Arakawa's movements leading up to her death. She picked up Zina on February 9 from the veterinary hospital. February 11 was her last day out, Mendoza said. That morning, she emailed with her massage therapist, and then in the afternoon she went to a farmer's market before heading to CVS Pharmacy and then the pet store. Arakawa then used her remote control clicker to enter the gated community where she lived with Hackman.